Remote furniture. Computer-controlled chair objects. Interactive public art installation. Overview and concept. Two rocking chairs are installed on the floor facing each other. The audience sees no interactions between chairs. The interaction is triggered when two people from the audience sit in the chairs and rock. Each chair has a sensor and motor. These devices enable mutual interaction between the chairs. The aim of remote furniture, then, is to create direct and tactile touch. I arrived at the idea by first considering the meaning of talking. Secondly, I wondered what kind of environment supports it and what kind of rules are behind it. In remote furniture, two chairs facing each other represent the environment, and the type of interaction represents the rules of talking. Technical requirement. The two chairs have a tilt sensor and a linear motor, and are both connected to a PC running control software. When someone rocks one of the chairs, the tilt sensor detects the inclination and transmits the data to the other chair through the PC. The motor in the other chair then causes it to rock. Usually, this kind of remote object is designed with a master-slave, one-way method. But in remote furniture, full duplex, two-way interaction is realized because it feels more natural. It's more like what we would imagine a telephone-like system to be like, which televises and exchanges tactile touch or motion of the body. Interactive art installation as public art. I have designed remote furniture to make unexpected encounters between passers-by in public spaces. Unlike Westerners, people in Japan don't have a custom of talking to other passers-by in public spaces such as plazas or main streets. Although there are many public spaces in Japan, many of which are built in post-war style, we Japanese do not have a tradition of activity using these spaces. We are still trying to adapt traditional uses of space to those imported from other cultures. The spaces look the same but feel different from those in the Western world. The Japanese have a long tradition of forming communities based on small streets, so it seems to them that the new big public spaces serve only commercial or transportation purposes and maybe some street performances, but do nothing for the community. Perhaps Japanese people are too shy to come face to face with an unfamiliar person in a public space. It was interesting to see what happened when remote furniture was shown in some public spaces in Japan, such as an underground passage or an indoor shopping mall. Because the objects were chairs, passers-by became curious about them and eventually started sitting, rocking, and playing with them. And when these people realized what was going on between the chairs, they finally communicated with each other in funny and tactile ways. More conservative means of communication, such as talking and gesturing, became more open to them because the chairs allowed them to sit facing each other, as they were accustomed to when talking over a coffee table in a cafe or a kitchen table in their home. Some of the audience even tried to develop ways of playing through this means of communication. This piece of artwork seemed to help remove people's shyness in public spaces. Hopefully, this artwork can make the unseen potential of public spaces more visible and provide an experience of communicating to those people who have not experienced it before. I think this is the potential of public art.